Skid Sam Jones.
And we've got some great, exciting action coming up tonight. We've got a 6-person tag, which
It turned into an 8-person tag.
thanks to the new commissioner, Dave Williams. And I tell you what a fine commissioner he has turned out to be right here in POWW Entertainment. But
Still happy about that decision. Should have been me.
wow, it should have been me. I've got the most votes. But besides all that, this is a great matchup. And you know what? It seems to put an end to things with Noize, booze, tattoos, Psychotic Rage. Seems to put an end to things for right now. But what we ought to do is get up to the ring. Let's take a look at this, and maybe we'll have a few comments after.
Taylor May will wrestle with NBT. And now for the good news.
Thank you. I like that. That's good.
The Queen Bee herself, Melanie Cruz, will be in Psychotic Rage's corner. I have no choice.
She's got her own little squad back there, jackass. Maybe you don't listen so good. I said this for this last week.
In case you didn't listen so good, this is now an 8-person tag.
Yeah!
Melanie Cruz will be in your corner.
And already the quick tag to Jimmy Blaze. Mitch Blake is back in. They're locking it up. He's got him in an armbar.
Well, here we go. Mitch Blake easily taking control of this first exchange, putting Rough Crossing down. There is no question about it. Short of perhaps our world champion Rex Hart, there is almost no one in this company who can match Mitch Blake for size and strength. Rough Crossing, usually one of the bigger dogs in the fight, definitely outmatched in size right here against the Rage Mitch Blake. But when it comes to sheer technical wrestling ability, there are few who can contend with the likes of Rough Crossing and indeed his tag partner, Scott Spade.
So far, Mitch Blake has 2 takedowns courtesy of Rough Crossing's hair.
Mitch Blake right there showing his cardio, I suppose. Trying to express that Rough Crossing is yet to phase him. Rough Crossing, of course, getting more and more agitated as these exchanges continue. That is not a state that you want POWW's resident cowboy to be in. And that right there is why. Rough Crossing now taking Mitch Blake by the hair and slinging him around the ring. Big back elbow.
A little bit of what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And now Jimmy Blaze has been tagged into this match.
Storied rivalry between these two men, Rough Crossing and Jimmy Blaze. We can't forget a few Wrestle Rages ago, Jimmy Blaze turned his back on the fans, turned his back on the friends, bloodying Rough Crossing, and it has continued ever since.
Rough Crossing has made the tag in to Scott Spade.
Scott Spade is one of the best technical wrestlers in existence today. There is no question as to his talent.
He is a virtual wrestling encyclopedia.
I've talked wrestling with Scott Spade in the past. Of course, he helped me prepare when I was getting ready to take on Jimmy Blaze a few years ago. And I have got to tell you, Scott Spade knows about stuff from before he was even born. Scott Spade knows stuff from before my grandfather was born when it comes to professional wrestling. When you say encyclopedia, he is just a walking textbook of wrestling knowledge. And there you go, an excellently executed reversal right there. Jimmy Blaze trying to turn it around and go for the pinfall. No luck. Scott Spade remains in control and tags in Nikki.
Double boot to the gut.
And a tandem side Russian leg sweep. Now Nikki going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Not quite enough to put Jimmy Blaze away.
And Nikki tags in.
Here comes TaylorMade. And Jimmy Blaze from halfway across the ring, throwing her hard into that turnbuckle. Melanie Cruz now in control. Beautiful head scissors right there by TaylorMade. I tell you, I'm envious of anyone who finds themselves in that particular maneuver. And now it is Nikki and Melanie Cruz. Of course, the women of POW have been fighting each other tooth and claw, fist and fire. It has been epic battles between these women. There are few women in wrestling as good as the ones we have right here at POW Entertainment.
Nikki and Taylor have zeroed in on the left arm of Melanie Cruz. If they could take away that arm, that's taken away a lot of that power that, as you said, the bestial Melanie Cruz carries with her.
There is no question. When it comes to the females of POW, Melanie Cruz is the most dangerous. She is the most powerful. She has the size, the strength, and that vicious mean streak that you can see from a mile away. Of course, she is no match for the Cowboy Rough Crossing. Quick rake of the eyes and the tag back to Mitch Blake. Drop toe hold, and Rough Crossing is now in control once again. Laying into Mitch Blake.
Big boot up from Spade.
This right here is smart tag team tactics. You keep your opponent in your corner. You keep him away from his teammates. You keep him from making tags. You quick tag in and out, and a lot of tandem maneuvers. Looks like a low blow right there by Mitch Blake. The ref did not see it, and Jimmy Blaze tags in.
And as we've said before, to match this many people, it's hard for the referee to be watching everything that's going on in that ring.
You have to wonder, that's the second time in 2 weeks that Scott Spade has been put hard into the turnbuckle. How are his shoulders holding up after that kind of abuse? Jimmy Blaze would have had the 3 count there had the ref had his attention on the pinfall. But again, like you said, with so much action going on, how can one ref keep his eyes on everything? There's just no way.
Oh, reverse whip into the corner.
Scott Spade and turnbuckles seem to be a match made in heaven right here. And Psychotic Rage knows it. They know that if they continue to wear down on Scott Spade, he won't be able to continue in this match.
Mitch Blake needs to be careful. He's getting a little bit too physical with referee Bryan in there.
Well, there is a reason they call him the Rage Mitch Blake. He's got a temper on him, and woe be anyone who he turns his attentions to. Just a 2 count, Scott Spade managing to kick out. And again to the turnbuckle.
Jimmy Blake has made the tag in.
If Psychotic Rage can keep Scott Spade away from his corner, and they can continue to wear him down, this will mean certain victory for Psychotic Rage.
Mitch Blake in, distracts the referee and never saw the tag again.
Very smart, very tactical on the part of Mitch Blake.
Scott Spade with the pin.
Again, the ref too distracted to make the pin count. Scott Spade up.
Oh, he gets him over.
Again, just a 2 count. It takes a lot to put any of these men down, no question about it.
And just getting him down doesn't mean you can keep him down.
And now here we go. Melanie Cruz back in the ring. And she is taking it to Scott Spade. Melanie Cruz is no stranger to intergender action. She has faced off against just about every man in this company and has been successful on a few occasions.
Give him the 69 hold!
Oh! Melanie held him there for the hard punch and then the double sledge to the back, and Scott Spade is hurt.
I'm surprised. Well, I was going to say I'm surprised Scott Spade is still standing. Of course, it seems that most of his upright behavior of late has had to do with Mitch Blake holding him up.
And Scott Spade out to the floor.
That is unfortunate, no question about it. His shoulders, his back, his neck, all have to be just in the worst pain imaginable.
Referee Brian making the count.
There's a 3 count. Scott Spade has got to get back in the ring, or Noize, Booze, and Tattoos would lose by countout. Of course, getting back into the ring means he is right back into the hands of Mitch Blake. Both men down.
And when Scott went back onto the mat, his head and neck whipped across that bottom rope.
Mitch Blake definitely has more energy at this point in time. Scott Spade is going to need to fire up if he's going to get to his corner and make the tag.
Mitch Blake makes a tag. And Scott Spade makes a tag to Nikki.
This is a Mitch match if ever there was one. Nikki slapping Jimmy Blaze right in the face. Of course, we can't forget the history that those two have.
And Mitch Blake in and throws a massive punch into Nikki's gut. Now we've got... Oh! And Sweet Cheeks just takes down Melanie Cruz and Mitch Blake.
A big miscalculation there on the part of Sweet Cheeks. And now it appears that all hell has broken loose. Rough crossing with Jimmy Blaze in the corner. Nikki with Mitch Blake. The females are all brawling on the outside.
Mitch Blake and Jimmy Blaze have a meeting of the minds. And I have completely lost track of who the legal men are.
Or women, for that matter.
This may end up being a referee's decision. And it is.
Battle driver, that's what it's called.
Rough crossing. Gets the pile driver, the pinfall, and the win.
The women have exited the arena.
Your winner by pinfall, rope crossing, Scott Spade, Nikki, Melanie, Noize, Booze, and Tattoos.